Today I want to explore something that, although it's invisible, it is extremely significant in our everyday lives. It's all around us. It's emitted from just about every device that we use, from laptops to computer monitors, cell phones, Wi-Fi routers, microwaves, and even the power lines that run above your head. What are these invisible forces? They're called EMFs, or electromagnetic fields. They're all around us. They're a form of radiation that's become an unavoidable aspect of our lives. But what exactly are EMFs, and why are people concerned about them? Should you be concerned about them? Is there anything you can do to avoid them or mitigate the effects of them? First of all, there's two different types of EMFs. The first one is called ionizing EMFs, and they can directly damage DNA. The second type is called non-ionizing, which are typically considered less harmful, but still they raise important health questions. The devices that we use primarily emit these non-ionizing EMFs, but continued exposure to them has been linked to symptoms like headaches, fatigue, anxiety, sleep disturbances, even insomnia, as well as long-lasting health effects like a weakened immune system. So scientists and health professionals have conducted dozens and dozens of research studies into this topic. They've been able to highlight the potential health risks associated with EMFs. One of the primary concerns is oxidative stress, which you may have heard about from some of my keto videos. Oxidative stress can damage cells and lead to inflammation, which can contribute to chronic diseases over time. So given these concerns, it's good to think about some practical and common sense ways to reduce these EMFs, our exposure to them, and support our body's resilience against the EMFs. First of all, let me show you exactly how they work and how you can test for them if you want to. I've got this EMF meter, and I'll go around and show you different things around the house that have EMFs. So the first thing, let's check out the microwave. So not a lot going on right now, right? But turn it on and see what happens. So it's good to know exactly how far these are going to travel and just kind of back away from it until you can't read the EMFs anymore. That helps to minimize your exposure. Especially with the microwave. Set the microwave, walk away, and you're good. And it's also worth addressing a common misconception about microwaves. A lot of people don't want to use them because they think it can negatively affect the vitamins and minerals within your foods. But scientific research has consistently shown that not to be the case. The EMFs, on the other hand, could be a concern. The second thing I want to take a look at is a Wi-Fi router. Now, if you're standing back from it, we don't see anything, right? But as you approach it, look what happens. Another thing you may want to back away from until it's no longer reading on the meter. Once you learn how far away these travel from each device, you'll learn it and it'll be like second nature to you, so don't worry about that. You could use a wired connection instead of Wi-Fi whenever it's possible. Some people even like to unplug it at night. If you use a body tracking ring, most of them give you the option now to turn off the Bluetooth at night so that the EMFs are not right at your body the whole night long. You can limit your phone use, especially holding it up to your ear or putting it in your pocket. Men, if you're worried about your testosterone, the last place you want to put your phone is in your front pocket, if you know what I'm saying. And you can use your phone on speakerphone or use earbuds, which have hardly any EMFs. There's another tool that I recommend for your overall health and wellness that it is crucial to find out if it has EMFs or not, but I'll cover that on a different video. How I learned about EMFs to begin with happened over 20 years ago. I was pretty healthy at the time, doing all the right things, eating right, exercising, but at night I had trouble sleeping. I'd wake up numerous times during the night. And I was reading a book back then. I wish I could remember which one it was, but I read so many books, it's hard to say. But it talked about EMFs at a time when really nobody else was talking about that. I remember it referenced a study about high-tension power lines running over a community where a lot of people develop cancer. And they suggested in that book that one of the biggest causes of EMFs was the alarm clock next to your bed. If you remember these big alarm clocks with the big red numbers and the absolutely horrendous alarm that would go off in the morning, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So I started researching it a little bit more and I came across these. Now, what is this? First of all, what this is all busted up. This is over 20 years old, and the way it's cracked up and everything from me falling, it almost looks like it took a bullet for me, but it didn't. But this is called the Q-Link pendant. Even though Q-Link doesn't tout it as an EMF protection product, there's been a lot of studies done on the Q-Link and its technology and EMF radiation. Now that this one's all busted up, I just kind of keep it next to my computer just for a little bit of extra protection. This is the one I wear now. People have asked in some of my videos what that black thing is around my neck. And this is it. This is a new chrome version they have. Back when I bought my first one, the only option was white, and that was it. And by the way, Q-Link's not sponsoring this video or anything. It's just a product I really believe in, because once I started wearing it 24 hours a day, I didn't have a problem going to sleep at night, even with that alarm clock. I later switched over to a lower EMF alarm clock, and now I don't use an alarm clock at all because I wake up before the alarm would even go off. But the technology used in the Q-Link, and I say technology, but there's no batteries in it, there's nothing like that. And I'm going to link all the studies that I'm referencing down in the description so you can read them for yourself. The Q-Link products use something called sympathetic resonance technology, or SRT technology. It's designed to resonate with and enhance your body's natural energy. Now, I'm not going to get into quantum physics or anything like that. I am definitely not qualified to talk about any of that, but it is interesting to read about at least. But your body does have a natural energy field that runs around it and through it. So what the Q-Link does is uses this technology to kind of fortify your body's natural resistance to EMFs and help it do a more effective job of mitigating the effects of EMFs on your body. There was a double-blind study that found significant reductions in stress and notable improvements in cognitive function. And that was while they were wearing one of these and being exposed to EMFs at the same time. There was another study published in the Journal of Alternative and Complementary Medicine that reported enhanced stress responses and improved resilience to EMFs among its participants. Yet another study at the University of Vienna found measurable improvements in physical performance and mental clarity when subjects were wearing Q-Link pendants that indicated a clear beneficial effect on overall well-being despite being blasted by EMF frequencies. And if you go to their website, you can check it out. And again, this video is not sponsored by Q-Link, but I did reach out to them because I needed another one because of how broken up that thing was. And so I got you a discount code that you can use if you're interested in this. I'll put a link to it down in the description. If you go to their website, you can see it's prevalent among professional golfers and some high-level athletes, but it's great for just regular people like you and me. So in addition to knowing how far back you need to be from EMFs, if you're in front of a computer monitor all day like I am, this is going to be great for helping your body deal with the EMF frequencies that are all around us. I'll also link some studies down below of research done into EMFs and some serious conditions that they can cause. With everything going on around us at all times, I don't want to scare you about this, but when there's tiny steps you can take to protect yourself, why wouldn't you? I want to empower you to support your health proactively. It at first starts with your diet, what you're putting in your body to build your house. After that, you can add little tweaks like this that turn that house into a home. If you like information like this, let me know down in the comments and I'll be glad to do a deeper dive into EMFs. I just kind of wanted to give you a general overview of it and show you some techniques and things that I do to deal with it in my own life. And hopefully it'll help you. Ultimately, managing EMF exposure is just about awareness and balance. With these practices I showed you and effective tools, you can comfortably coexist with this technology because it ain't going away. And you're going to support your wellness in the process. I can't wait to share another video with you where I test out a device that I use every day and just show you what the differences can be in manufacturing processes and the difference in you having 0 electromagnetic frequencies or way more than what's safe. Listen, thanks so much for joining me today. If this information was helpful for you, please like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And if there's anybody you think this will help, if anybody's told you about any of the problems they might have been having that sound familiar and like EMFs could be the cause, please share this video with them. So stay safe from EMFs, stay informed, and I can't wait to see you on the next video.